Hello everyone, my name is Sviatoslav. I am a volunteer from Kharkiv. I help the residents of Kharkiv and Kharkiv region to survive during this war against the Russian Federation. With my family also are volunteers in Kharkiv. So, unfortunately, last week I wasn't able to upload this video. So today I will describe 2 past weeks about news, about war, about volunteer life in Ukraine, in Kharkiv, and other cities of Ukraine. So let's begin. Unfortunately, as usual, I tell you on my YouTube channel that we have a lot of attacks by Russians on territory, on cities and villages of Ukraine. These 2 weeks were especially especially a lot of bad news around villages and cities across frontline territory. For example, the village Groza, Kupiansk region, Kupiansk district, near Kupiansk. I always tell you about Kupiansk and Kupiansk life because this is frontline villages. So, village Groza, where Russians, already approved by Russians, sent several missiles to house where were civilians. About more than 50 people already unfortunately died by this moment, among them children, kids and so on, old people, sick people and so on. Groza is a very small villages in Kharkiv region, in Kupiansk district. About 300 of people lived before this war. Right now there were about 100 or 150 people, and 50 people already died. This is very huge amount of deaths in this village, unfortunately. Also, we have a lot of attacks to Odessa and Odessa region by Shaheds, missiles, by Caliber, by Onyxes, and so on and so on. We had Shaheds in Odessa here almost each night, almost nightly. We have Shaheds arrived to Izmail. We have Shaheds arrived to Chernomorsk. We have Shaheds arrived to Kobleva. We have Shaheds arrived to Yuzhny. We have Shaheds arrived to Odessa. All villages and cities in Odessa and Odessa region were attacked by Shaheds, by Russians. That is why we have civil infrastructure destroyed. That is why we have energetic system partly destroyed. That is why we have tracks and cars and civilian people partly damaged or destroyed, and so on and so on. The same situation in Kherson and Kherson region. The same situation in Kryvyi Rog, Dnipropetrovsk, Dnipro, Zaporizhia, Kharkiv, and so on. About Kharkiv, about my native city, several days ago, there was a huge and damageful attack by Iskander, by Russians, in the center of Kharkiv, to the historical center. By the way, near places of arrival Russian Iskanders, there were 2 my offices, about 300 or 400 meters nearby arrival of these Iskanders. There are historical buildings partly or totally destroyed by this attack. There are civilians who died because of this Russians attack. Among them also kids and children. Already yesterday we visited a kid who lost his brother and his grandmother after this attack of Russians, unfortunately. And we tried to help him with products, with toys, with sweeties and so on, but unfortunately we can't return his brother or his grandmother to him, and he understands that he has lost his big part of family. Unfortunately, he's I don't know, 10 or 11 years old right now. I don't know for sure, but we keep in touch with him. we try to help him, and we will do everything we can in order to help him. So this was very damageful and destroyed attack to center of the Kharkiv. Or in early morning, it's about was 6 or 7 o'clock. All the cities listened this attack. All the city was shocked by this attack by Russians. Unfortunately, we had this attack in Kharkiv. About our volunteer life, we have received a lot of post boxes by our friends, colleagues, and people who may know us from all over the world, not only in Ukraine, but from Europe, from United States of America, from Australia, New Zealand, and so on and so on. These boxes consist of clothes, toys, sweeties, products, sometimes medicine, and so on and so on. This stuff we recombined, prepared to be delivered in hospitals, in civilian and military hospitals, for kid hospice, for old people, for center of restoration of homeless people, and so on and so on. So we visited several times these places in order to deliver this stuff for these people. Very thankful and grateful for people who sent us this stuff, because it cost a lot of money, but unfortunately we have lack of money, lack of donation, and that is why we really appreciate this help from you. About donation, we have right now requests from social worker people, people who care about old people, sick people, and so on and so on. I don't know how it's spelled in English in proper way. Социальный работник in Russian, соцпрацівник in Ukrainian, and соцworker, I believe, in English, social worker. We have request for more than 17,000 of hryvnias in order to buy necessary medicine stuff in pharmacy. So we have to spend 1,700 of hryvnias, approximately $400, I believe, 400. Unfortunately, right now on my bank card with donations, we have 10,000 of hryvnias. Yesterday we have spent 4,000. Right now we have 10,000, and we need to have more than 10,000 at all. Unfortunately, I asked my friends, I asked my colleagues to send some donation, but unfortunately we do not have enough money from all my friends and colleagues and so on, because we have a lot of targets, requests to be done by donations. So that is why I kindly ask you to make donation directly for me and my family to help people in Kharkiv, old people, sick people, disabled people, by using PayPal account, by using my bank card account. You can make SWIFT transaction, you can use PayPal transaction. All this donation move directly to people who need care in Kharkiv and Kharkiv region. Also, we help animals if we have such possibilities. Always we help the military and the Ukrainian troops who defend our territory, who defend our civilian people, and so on. About war. We have also bad news from Kupiansk one more time, from the front line. Russian tried to make offensive movement to make new wave of attacks to our Ukrainian troops in Kupiansk front line, Liman, Bakhmut, and so on. We had an attack to Kherson front line region, Zaporizhia region, where front line crossed by. So we have a lot of attacks to front line. We have very bad news from this area, because Russians use artillery system, Russians use aircrafts, airplanes, Russians use with БПЛА, I don't know how to spell it, with Shaheds, okay, and another devices of flying objects. Russians use a lot of weapons, against our Ukrainian troops. And that is why we need to help our Ukrainian soldiers to fight bravely with all necessary equipment against this Russian war. Also, we are waiting for blackouts because it's getting colder and colder right now. Right now it's only 10 degrees above zero. In Kharkiv this morning it was 2 degrees above zero. So we have some colder and colder weather. And unfortunately we are preparing that Russians will destroy our energetic system, and we will have new blackouts wave, new periods of time without electricity, without central heat system, without water, and so on. Right now you may see we have light. Yes, it's lively. We can work, we can earn some money, we can earn some donations for people, but without electricity it will be difficult because we will have no internet, we will have no possibilities to connect with each other across the cities and so on. So, I'm sorry that previous week I wasn't able to be with you. I'm alright, my family is alright. We keep fighting, we keep helping people, we keep doing our best on volunteer front line and front. So you may help us, you may provide some donation for us. Do not forget about my PayPal, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, to comment this video, and see you next time. Be safe, be cool, and see you next time.